On trends today, Dangote trucks used to block free Nnamdi Kanu protesters. Nigerian police confirms arrest of Nnamdi Kanu's brother and lawyer. Residents of Ekpoma protest rising cases of kidnapping. Senate approves life imprisonment for defilement of minors. And bottle fights erupt in Abia Assembly over cash gifts. Hello and welcome to another episode of Trends with LJE, where we analyze major stories shaping leadership, justice, and economic growth across Nigeria and Africa. My name is Omoyeni Ojefo. Now, don't forget you can also be a part of the conversation by following us across all platforms on at LJE Nigeria. Joining me to discuss today's topics is a panel whom I shall be introducing after the break. Stay tuned.
Camera rolling. Light set. Sound check. And action.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's program.
A program where we get to talk about the daily
lawyers
around
dissect
the
legal
world.
issues with intent to educate.
This is the perfect space to create professional quality videos, recording news, podcasts, and all media content. With top-of-the-line cameras, studio lighting, soundproof spaces, we provide everything you need for a seamless shoot. Our fully equipped studio ensures high-quality production every time. Enjoy a comfortable, air-conditioned environment with professional-grade gear and expert support. Contact us now or visit our Abuja location to reserve your spot.
Camera rolling.
Welcome back from the break. This is still Trends with LJ, and I have in the studio with me Dr. John Nkamyang, a communications expert. You're welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me.
And I also have Miriam Gamaliel, a social commentator. You're welcome to today's program.
Thank you for having me, Omon.
All right, so to our first story. Fresh controversy is trailing the ongoing Free Nnamdi Kanu Now protest as Sahara reporters release a viral video showing what appears to be Dangote trucks allegedly used to block major highways in Lokoja. According to reports, the trucks were strategically parked across the road, leaving dozens of protesters stranded on their way to Abuja, where the next phase of the demonstration was expected to hold. Let's take a look at the video.
This is what we are seeing now. A lot of us are trapped. Like you see, look at how they block the whole road from east to south to Abuja. This is Lokoja, Abuja. All of us are trapped because of Nnamdi Kanu, free Nnamdi Kanu protest. They went and blocked the road. They used the strategies of they killed someone. So
okay,
this is what we are seeing now. A lot of us.
From the video, do you think this was a deliberate obstruction or it's just simply a coincidence being misinterpreted?
The fact is that this is Nigeria. Anything can happen. I think in the good old days of Charlie Boy show, you say anything can happen on the Charlie Boy show. But I think it's also important to put it out there. The video clearly shows, yeah, there are some Dangote trucks, but not all the trucks belong to the Dangote group. So before it is misunderstood that maybe Dangote is involved in, yes. And then let's not forget that the people who majorly drive or haul these heavy duty trucks are from the north. The north is not particularly in support of the Nnamdi Kanu, free Nnamdi Kanu protest. So as I said, anything is possible. There could be a number of reasons why the trucks decided to block the road. It may not even be related to the Nnamdi Kanu, free Nnamdi Kanu protest. So I think at this point it is important to properly investigate as to what could have happened. Obviously, there was no accident. It could also be as a result of the fact that one of the major trucks had a malfunction and caused the obstruction. So it could be anything. But right now, because of the free Nnamdi Kanu protest, people will be quick to finger. And this goes back to an opinion I had put forward on this platform, that we need to be very careful the kind of narratives we put out. Nigeria is already on the precipice. The fact that, yes, you and I can wake up each day, appear on this platform, should not delude us to think that the country is not fragile at this point in time. And that is why I continue to press that both people in public office, politicians, public office holders need to be very careful the kind of statements they make. Let's not forget, October 20 is a significant day in the history of Nigeria. And the conversations all through since Monday was the Nnamdi Kanu, free Nnamdi Kanu protest, a ploy to not allow Nigerians remember what happened 5 years ago on October 20th, 2020, when the NSAS protest took place, with the focal point being the Lekki toll gate in Lagos. So there's a whole lot of dynamics at play, and like some comments that have been coming up on the platform, I agree with Nigerians who are like, enough of the Nnamdi Kanu rhetorics. Let's begin to really face issues that matter. I have said, and I continue to maintain, yes, people are entitled to their opinion. There are people who feel Nnamdi Kanu should be set free on the basis of the fact that bandits, terrorists have been set free in the name of amnesty, in the name of all kinds of clemency. So why shouldn't Nnamdi Kanu also enjoy same? But we cannot run away from the politics at play, and that is the truth about it.
What do you think about what Dr. John has said?
Joseph has said it all, because looking clearly, those trucks are not just only Dangote trucks. I think I'd also only one truck that had that inscription Dangote on it. Yeah, I know Dangote has done, or let me say the Dangote truck has done more harm than good to Nigerians, you get, but let's not be biased.
Okay. Anything
Could have happened to cause that blockage. Today is there wasn't the first time we're seeing trucks blocking the road. You see trucks or trailers, they're always blocking roads, even inside the towns here in Abuja. This isn't the first time. So you're coming out to say that, okay, it is possible that it is related, but we don't know that for sure. Exactly. So let us not just go and start spreading baseless news. That's just it.
Okay, well, still on Nnamdi Kanu, the Nigerian police has confirmed the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu's brother and his lawyer, Barrister Aloy Ejimako. According to the police, both men were apprehended after they insisted on gaining access to restricted area despite multiple warnings from security operatives. Dr. John, do you think the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer and brother was a necessary security step, or is just a deliberate act of intimidation?
It could be all of the above.
Okay.
But let's look at the facts. They were arraigned before a magistrate court in Kuje, and the allegation against them says they
try to access restricted area.
Yes. Don't forget, the court order, as I had said on previous edition, did not stop the protest. It only insisted that the protest cannot take place in high security profiled areas. And those areas were clearly stated. Now, let's also point out the fact that ignorance is not an excuse as far as the law is concerned. Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Nnamdi Kanu's brother could not say they are not aware, because I did say here that as of Saturday, Omoyele Show, already initiator of that protest, did say that they knew about the court judgment that came out on Friday, though they had not been served. So the details of the judgment was already public. Okay. So they could not say they were not aware. So if they were aware, then why insist on going into areas that were clearly listed as restricted areas? So there, yes, others who were also arrested alongside them to say, look, you must be afraid when we say don't do this.
Yes.
So it's about instilling fear, most importantly, and then subtly also suggesting that you must obey the rules. You understand, as said, because now, prior to the protest, the police had come out to say they were going to obey all courts rulings, especially with regards to protest. But we still saw them shoot tear gas. We still saw them use live ammunition. Just now, even the protesters that went to the police command were chased away. Why? So there's still a disconnect between the police and the people. And that is a major problem. And I hope that IGP Kayode Egbetokun is seriously taking these things into account, because they are here to protect and serve. Who are they protecting? The citizens, not the political office holders, not the public office holders. They are here first constitutionally to serve and to protect. And that is, I think, the biggest take home from Monday's protest, that there is a major disconnect between the Nigerian police force and the Nigerian people.
Okay, thank you. So to our next story, residents of Ekpoma in Ishan West local government area of Edo State have expressed growing alarm at rising cases of kidnapping and abductions in their communities and along nearby roads. The protest, which brought vehicular movement to a standstill on the busy Benin-Ekpoma-Auchi highway, saw residents, students and traders expressing frustration over what they call government inaction in the face of growing insecurity. Miriam, over to you. What does this protest reveal about the growing public frustration with insecurity in Edo State and generally in Nigeria?
This still brings us to the talk of insecurity in Nigeria.
Yes.
Every day we talk of insecurity here, and the government is not doing anything. Okay, since Sunday, I've been hearing about the killings, the mass burial happening in Plateau, and nobody is saying anything about it. Everybody is just quiet. Today you hear kidnappings here, you hear killings here. Okay, what is our leaders doing towards this? Where are these kidnapping hideouts? Are there places where the government hasn't taken hold of, like to govern ungoverned lands, instead of leaving it empty? Because you see that most of these ungoverned lands are their hideouts. You take people there, you slaughter them, you demand for money. I saw last week, was it yesterday, on YouTube, somebody was crying. They held a girl and they were saying that if she does not bring up 20 million within how many hours, they will kill her. It is not making sense. Our government, our leaders should listen to us. They're supposed to protect us. Like, our lives in the country is supposed to be mandatory, should become number one. Because they're just about doing projects, commissions on them. What of the people you're governing? What are they safe in their own land? Should we leave Nigeria and run to other places? It's not right. Our leaders should at least pay ear, like they should listen to us.
Dr. John, quickly, do you think the government is doing enough to curb this insecurity in Nigeria?
The first thing we must emphasize is the fact that the government will naturally tell you they're doing something, but the facts remain. The facts on the ground show that whatever it is they're doing is not working.
It's not working.
It's not working. We just have to be truthful about it. It's not working.
Okay.
And the truth about the matter is that I think the government needs to, at all levels, needs to revisit the subject of insecurity, the various conversations that have been held at various quarters with regards to insecurity, and begin to identify where the loopholes are. Is it a manpower problem? Is it a lack of technological approach problem? Is it a information or intelligence gathering problem? It is when you are able to identify where the problems are, where the loopholes are, you can now begin to prefer workable solution. Nigeria in 2025 is not Nigeria in 1920. So if we are still applying the approach we were using in 1920, in 2025, it will not work. That is just the plain and simple truth about it.
Thank you, Dr. John. And to our next story, the Nigerian Senate has taken a bold step approving the life imprisonment with no option of fine for anyone convicted of defilement of minors. During plenary, Senate President Godswill Akpabio stressed that defilement is not the same as rape, insisting that those who violate minors should face harsher punishment. Dr. John, quickly, over to you. Do you think this is a very good step?
It's a positive step in the right direction. Nigeria is not devoid of laws. It is always in the implementation of those laws. Though, I must also emphasize, in making those laws, do we also consider the dynamism of the Nigerian society? What do I mean? In northern Nigeria, marriage to minors seems to be part of the tradition.
That's another angle.
Yeah, because whether we like it or not, we cannot make laws devoid, like they say, law is meant for man, but not man for the law. And why? Because of the dynamism of man. So it is important that when making these laws, we must be able to look deeply, not just coming from a standpoint of limited knowledge, but understanding the dynamism of the Nigerian cultural makeup, and be able to ensure that the law is such that when the need arises, it can metamorphose or be modified to face the changing trend in various areas. But I must give it to the Senate, because in recent times, the outcry against rape, especially rape against minors, it's been alarming. There's no, and I felt that on the day we joined the wall to celebrate the International Day of the Girl Child, that should have been a focal conversation. But the good thing is that the Senate seems to be on top of those issues. I celebrate the senator whom would have supported that bill, even though I understand there was a bit of drama when that conversation held on the floor of the Senate yesterday. But most importantly, I think it is a step in the right direction.
Thank you. And finally, there was serious drama in the Abia State House of Assembly as reports said the majority leader, Honorable Koro Uchenna-Kalu, allegedly smashed a beer bottle on his colleague, Honorable Akachukwu Chonye, during a heated argument over the sharing of Governor Alex Oti's alleged cash fund. According to reports, the fight broke out during a closed-door meeting at the home of Honorable Fine Ahuoma in Aba, attended by the Speaker, Right Honorable Emmanuel Emeruwa, who allegedly told everyone not to leak the story. Miriam, this is a very interesting story. I know you've been interested in it. How do you react to this? Do you think this kind of violence should go on amongst our leaders?
See, these are the people leading us. These are the people who look up to you have an altercation with somebody, you don't have self-control, you cannot control, you're raising your hand, you're throwing bottles. So what happens if you did that and this person died? What would we say? You'll not be that, okay, you've killed somebody, the person's life is wasted. Our leaders, I don't know the checkmating they do to put these people into offices, because most of these persons should be in the psychiatric homes. Like, they should reevaluate their thinking faculties, because I don't know why you're an adult. There are some things you're a role model. People are looking up to you, and this is what you're doing. Then tomorrow, now, when on this table, we said that a 17-year-old teenager yesterday blocked out his younger one's eye. Now see what an elderly person is doing. So what do you think the young ones should emulate from this?
Dr. John, 30 seconds before we go.
It is shameful, but this is the true reflection of Nigerian politics. We play money politics. That's why you hear statements like poverty has been weaponized, and that's why you would see honorable members, supposed honorable members, go to the extent of breaking bottles on their head. I agree to a certain extent with Miriam on the fact that where exactly do they come from? What's their background? And that's why in certain conversations you will hear people who naturally should be in this position say they don't want to have anything to do with politics, because the entire political scene seems to have been taken over by thugs, touts, orchids. You know, I mean, how does an honorable member break bottle on the head of his fellow honorable member? What is honorable about that act? And then when it's done, you are now begging them not to leak it, but it's already in the public space.
Very
So
funny.
how do these people walk in public and expect the Abia people whose interests they are supposed to protect for those people to have regard for them? How, I mean, members of their constituents. I mean, in the days some of us were growing up, they would be heckled. They would be heckled.
And that's where we wrap it up on this episode of Trends with LJ. Thank you to our panelists, Dr. John and Miriam. Thank you for being a part of the program. And to you, our viewers, thank you for joining us. And don't forget, you can also follow the conversation on @LJ Nigeria across all platforms. My name is Amoyeni Ojeifo.